Hello there, this is Retro Spirits Guiding, and this is Zone of the Enders HD collection on the Xbox 360. There's the dashboard. Thankfully kept that dashboard segment short. No one wants to look at that ugly dashboard. This is a Konami game. That logo is a bit boring, isn't it? This is Kojima Productions game. That logo seems to have an electric fox on it. And this is Danger High Voltage Software, which I guess is a company. I've never heard of them. This is the title screen, and we've got some sort of opera sort of singy thing going on. I don't know what that's about, because ostensibly this game is a robot fighting game. You're a robot, dude and a robot fighting people. There's Jupiter there, low-res Jupiter. We have got some FMV, which we've skipped past. Just going to get straight into a game, because to be fair, there is a lot of very boring story in this game. But back in the day, I had this on a PlayStation 2. I didn't have the PlayStation 2 for very long, but this is one of the games I did have for it, and I enjoyed this game. So let's see how it stacks up these days. The HD version does have a lot of up-res textures, but some of it still looks a little bit blurry. Obviously we're outputting in 1080p here, so it looks nice and sharp. The PlayStation version was probably 480p or 480i maybe, and even back then it looked very pixely. There's a lot of talking in this game. There's a robot here talking to you, or an AI. And they say the word Jehuti a lot, which is awesome. You're in some sort of underground bunker here. But anyway, all this game really is, this one we're looking at right now, what it boils down to is flying around an arena, killing all the robots in that arena, finding the power-up pods, and then moving to a next area and fighting the robots in that area. You're basically clearing out areas of robots using multiple combat moves in a dynamic action game, and it's a very arcade-like game, but it's dressed up in an incredibly boring and convoluted story, with a load of references to science fiction names. I mean, the story's actually not that convoluted. It's like a lad, he runs down the road, he falls into a robot, his family gets killed at one point, I think. Like a big robot blows up his whole neighbourhood, and he learns how to pilot this robot at the same time the player does. The robot's got a sword, incredulously, rather than lasers and rockets. Although it does have lasers and rockets too.
We have shot down the enemy.
Thanks for the info. Stating the obvious, you have a flying robot and you've hit an enemy. Sense of scale is pretty nice, although some of these buildings don't look super detailed. They do kind of give the impression of a building. You see there's no traffic or anything, so the city does feel a little empty. But this is like a sort of Halo style ring world, which is interesting. That was quite a big thing back in the day, wasn't it? The old ring worlds.
I have detected a Type C orbital frame in front of our position. It is different from the ones we have previously.
There's a lot of COD pieces in this game. A lot of around the cock area. There's a lot of large cockpits. It's like they took the word cockpit and made it literal. Fighting a red robot here. You can tell it's evil because it's red and it looks a bit pointier. But you can see Jupiter in the background through the windows. We're facing plain fire there, which is not that effective. So playing this game, I had to
Are you crazy?
download
It's
updates and
just
stuff
a
because it was a bit
kid.
jittery
I
when
can
I
take care
first
of
got
him
it.
even
There's
without
Jupiter.
weapons.
But it's good fun. I'm enjoying it. I enjoyed this game on the PlayStation 2, and I enjoyed it on the Xbox
You
360.
embarrassed me this time, so look forward
Okay,
to
why
the
is there a
next
robot
time.
with boobs? That's a bit weird, isn't it?
See you again, boy.
Why would you make a robot with cleavage?
The target has been
Anyway,
I can detect no sign of vital activity.
oh, there's some
You
little
mean
trucks and stuff there. Look.
that everyone is dead?
That is correct. Good work, sir.
Hey, cheers. Yeah, the cutscenes are freaking annoying in this game. This is when I think Metal Gear Solid. This came out after slightly after Metal Gear Solid 2. Kojima was being lauded as the next big thing, and he liked all this kind of story nonsense. I never got into Metal Gear
No
Solid.
need for that.
All
We
the
know
story
what
for this
happened.
stuff, I don't know. And the gameplay, actually, in Metal Gear Solid 2, I found infuriating. It annoyed the hell out of me. But this, I did get on with this. I enjoyed this. There's some little lampposts there, look. There's another cockpit. This has got loads of really poor quality DVD, FMV style things in it of badly modelled people. It's dated really badly, that stuff. But the general overall look and feel of the game is kind of alright. It's obviously not a native Xbox 360 game. You know, you can see the PlayStation 2 origins, but it's alright. It's alright. And I bought this game. It comes with 2 discs for less than 10 quid. And that was brand new back in the day. You should be able to pick this up for less than a £5 these days. And there's 2 decent games for less than a £5. You can't argue with that. The second game does have much better graphics.
The module we have obtained allows us
And
to select the command
but it
menu
starts
by
out
pressing the
in a
start button.
really
You
boring
can
way,
save the
like
current
even more
status
boring
by
than this.
choosing save from the command
There's a
menu.
lot of yapping here, but the second game, OMG. Oh, we got some new enemies.
Let us avoid
There's Jupiter.
unnecessary battles. There is another local server in this
Yeah, stop
area.
yapping.
Obtain the flying mode module from
The
it.
flying mode module.
Press the start button to view its location.
Oh, look at that. You got like a 3D map. That's lovely stuff. Oh,
Hold
hello.
battle position.
So you got a pew pew gun. You got a grab move. You can boost, and when you boost and press the pew pew gun, you get lock on lasers. That's all lovely stuff. You have got block move. You can use your sword for slashing. I tend to do the grab and punch move quite a bit. It seems to be the most effective thing for me. And also the dash lock on laser stuff, which looks quite impressive. I got the searchlight things there, they're quite groovy. They weren't drawing in the right order though. As a technical observation. Lots of alpha. Yeah. So one of the few PlayStation 2 games I played and enjoyed. One of the others being, there was a Wipeout game on the PlayStation I enjoyed. But I don't own a PlayStation 2 anymore, so I thought I'd pick up this collection. And it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool, glad I got it. Because who doesn't like a bit of robot fighting? Especially when the robots have got such large cod pieces. And boobs, it's weird. Punch him right in the gizzard. There's a bit of an Egyptian thing going on with Zone of the Enders. They keep referencing Egyptian names, and some of the designs have visual references to the Egyptian stuff. Oh yeah, and when you can't go outside this area, there's like an invisible wall that you can bang up against. To leave the area, you have to defeat all the enemies, and then go to the world map, and then go to a new area. You can't just fly wherever you want. So it is
We have obtained the
Oh, take the program.
We have obtained
It's
the
it's just a load of missions
It
essentially,
allows us to move to other
where you do a
areas
lot of the
by
same sort of
choosing
stuff. There's some
area
boss
change
fights
from
as
the
well.
command menu.
I
Are
think
you
there's a
not
boss fight on
leaving
this video.
area?
I'm not very good at fighting that boss, unfortunately. Been a while since I played it. There's some nice detail here. It does look a lot better than the PlayStation 2 game. If you've got, this is probably how you imagined the PlayStation 2 game to look, but it doesn't. It's really, like I say, pixely. Low-res textures, and the output is
We have
obviously
obtained the
480.
Metatron ore.
So, yeah, not as good.
Are you not leaving this area?
Yeah, I'm just having a look around. Is that alright? Some weird skatey thing going on there. A couple of little lorries. Area change. It's a weird thing you have to go into a menu. You'd think that there's a bit of immersion breaking there. Going into a menu. I think there'd be a better way of doing that.
No,
Ooh.
that's
It is residential block S02.
Someone's blowing up his
I
house.
assume it is being attacked
So
by
yeah,
orbital
you're on.
frames.
It's probably Master Chief
Residential
down there in the
block
Covenant,
S02.
having to go on the old
that's where I
Halo.
live.
I wonder why there's so many games with the same idea in. Because Halo isn't
We are entering residential
the first game with a
block
Halo in it either.
S02.
Look at that, he's just got
You are alive,
a
aren't you?
massive penis. It's weird, man. Anyway, it's a fun game. Here's a boss. Look at this dude, he's got multiple arms. Setting fire to everybody's faces. Gosh.
Father,
I detect no human activity.
you mean everyone is dead?
That is a possibility, but it is more natural to assume the residents were previously evacuated.
Damn it.
And let's go fight a
I
robot.
detect vital activity. I will zoom up on subject.
Some low quality DVD FMV.
Salvis!
No, that's not a person, that's a
Yes.
crappy collection of polygons. Badly animated and modelled. That's this is weirdly cartoony compared to the rest of the game, this FMV.
Salvis! That is you, isn't it, Salvis? Are you
Can you say service more times in a sentence?
Is that you, Leo? What are you doing here?
What are
I asked you first.
You must evacuate to the shelter immediately.
But the
Boosting towards danger. This guy's got a massive cockpit.
Get out of there now.
I'm not a kid.
There's the proof that
Kid.
you still are a kid.
Just say kid a few more times in that sentence.
I thought
What?
a woman would be plenty. All right, I'm your target.
Whoever wrote the script is a genius. Absolute genius. Oh, I'm getting flamed in the face. Quite nice sort of visual effect there. Oh, a bit of slow down. Yeah, he got to shoot under his helmet. The soft bit under his space hat. Cheers, man.
How the hell can you say it's a new bomb?
I don't know what that means. He's flaming me. I'm not doing very well here.
That was easy
Ooh,
because
he's
you're
got
a kid.
a massive flat forehead. There you go, there's a lock-on laser. He's gonna kill me to death, isn't he? Yeah, shoot him in the balls. That'll work. Oh, where's he gone? He's off. Some weird cloud layer thing going on there. That's odd. Just looking like a... I don't know how to describe it really. It was just like a noise pattern on a polygon to make it look a bit like clouds. Strange. Anyway, yeah, I recommend this collection. It's got a couple of good shoot 'em up games in it. There's lots of story to skip past. The story's not interesting. The game is quite fun. And like I said, you can get it less than 5 of these days, probably, in the old second-hand stores. I don't know if you can buy this new anymore. But when you get it, you're going to have to download an update
I got too serious about an opponent who's
Alright,
far
so
inferior to
glowy. This is the second zone of the Enders game, and this is what you do for the whole game. You've got a robot which has got the worst design in the known universe. This one's a bit more anime in look. It's not so hard-edged. It's got a bit of a pastel-y look to it, which is nice. But this is how the game starts. You're in this thing, and you kind of just clomp around. But after this tedious 5 minutes, and I'm not going to show you the whole tedious 5 minutes, you get into the game, and the game is more or less the same as before, except you get more enemies fighting you at one time, and there's a bit more slowdown in it. But it's essentially the same game. It looks really nice, and it's interesting to play. The geometry here is very obviously PlayStation 2 style geometry, as you can see from these. I suppose they're supposed to be rocks. But anyway. Great disc. Fun games. Fun times. Alright, so that's kind of a recommended really. So go and get yourself a copy of Zone of the Enders HD collection. It's alright, like. Okay, it's alright.
Hey Dingo, after this job, are you free?